Well, the search for two friends who drowned in the Umdloti River, this in Durban, is resuming this morning. It was called off last night due to poor visibility. Reaction Unit South Africa says a group were fishing when two of them took a swim to cool off from higher temperatures. But the pair, aged 10 and 13, experienced difficulties and then disappeared underwater. Our senior reporter, Dasen Thathiah, joins us with the very latest on this particular case. And Dasen, good morning to you, colleague. What can you tell us from where you stand as far as rescue operations continue in the area?
Well, Tamelo, I can tell you that the search teams are back here this morning. Remember, when these reports came through yesterday, it was already the afternoon by that point, and they rely on light to conduct these searches. We are now standing just next to the river. The families also gathered here, and they're just watching, waiting anxiously as these teams begin their work. There are several different teams here. The SAPS is here, some private rescue teams as well. They've now just put some people into the water to conduct a search along this river. And in fact, all community members and family, or relatives rather, of those that are missing have also joined in the hopes of locating them. There were reports yesterday that one of the boys could have possibly been located. The families have also given us clarity on their ages. In fact, Andile Ngema is 11 and Spongekuhle Msani is 12 years old. They were both at the same school in grades 5 and 6. And while we were just engaging with some of the relatives here, they were just telling us how all of this happened. Yesterday they had left home, it being a public holiday. They had told their families that they were going to play soccer nearby with their homes in an area called Waterloo, which is actually quite some distance away from here. And it was later that afternoon, apparently it was after lunchtime, that they then received information that the boys could not be located and they had gone missing here at this river after coming here to fish.
And I mean, at this point, just in terms of the family, Jason, and how they're doing at this time, understandably, it can't be easy sitting there waiting to find, their young children. But have you had an opportunity to speak to them in terms of how they are coping during this very difficult time?
I did engage with them briefly, but as you can imagine, we are giving them some space now as they wait to find out if there are any results of the search. There's a dog in the water as well. That's the SAPS K9 that is going to be assisting. The reports were yesterday that just in that area that you're seeing now, there could have been, it's possible that one of the victims is there. It's just unfortunate that time and light was against the search teams yesterday, so they were not able to make a recovery. At this point, sadly, it is presumed that they have drowned, just based on the time that they have spent in the water and the depth at which they had gone in. We're told that there's, although the water looks quite calm here, there's believed to be a pit below this water, which means that it is quite deep and they may have gotten into distress there and they got stuck there. This was the account of the friends, because at the time of this incident, some of the boys, there were 9 of them in total that were here, rushed off to a nearby house to try to get some help. And when they went there, they explained in detail what had happened while they were here, what they were doing. They were fishing. Some of them had gotten into the water, and it was through that the family and the search teams managed to get some kind of information about what had transpired and exactly how serious the situation was at that time. And that's when they frantically started these search efforts. But now, immediately, the challenges that they have is that they need to move those hyacinths there on the right of the shot out of the way. They need to clear some of that space because they need as much access to that general area that you're looking at now to scour that area to see if there's any trace of the 2 boys.
All right, well, Jason, that's where we'll leave it for now. And as soon as there are any other updates, colleague, we'll be sure to catch up with you again. You can see the Umdloti River there, some of the family members sitting, waiting for, of course, search operations to assist them where they can as they stand, trying to see what they can do. K9 dog as well being located there, being part of those operations. We understand 2 young boys presumed to have drowned at the stage just based on the time that has lapsed as they were looking for them out at the Umdloti River. Dasen Thathiah, senior reporter on that story for us this morning.